Hello everyone, my name is Aastha. I welcome you all to our classes for International English Olympiad for class 6th. Today is our 14th class in the series wherein we will be doing a pretty easy topic today, which is synonyms. Synonyms, you just have to understand what synonyms really are and figure out the correct synonym of the word. Sounds easy but can be tricky if you don't know the exact synonym, but you can also use a few guesses, which we will be doing in the questions that we will be answering after we discuss the concept. So let's get started.
सबसे पहले क्वेश्चन आता है व्हाट एग्जैक्टली आर सिनोनिम्स. सिनोनिम्स का सबसे पहले हमें उनका मीनिंग समझना है. So now if you see this tortoise, and if I ask you to describe his expression, ये जिसका expression है, so some of you may say that he's looking scared, some of you may say that he's looking afraid, कोई ये बोलेगा that he is looking fearful, some of you may also say he is looking tensed, कोई ये भी बोल सकता है कि वो nervous लग रहा है, या वो surprised लग रहा है, या वो confused लग रहा है. Right, from his expression we can figure it out. So you see scared and afraid. If I ask you कि scared and afraid में difference क्या है, you may not be able to figure it out. You may say इनका meaning तो almost similar होता है. क्या? The meaning. Okay, that is similar. Similarly, for afraid and for fearful, the meanings are again similar. For scared and fearful as well. Right? For tensed as well. The meaning is on the similar lines. कि डरा हुआ है, सहमा हुआ है. Right? So what is the similarity in all these words? Is that all of these words, they mean the same. They have similar meanings, right? So synonyms are words with similar meanings. Okay? यही simple सी definition है synonyms की, कि synonyms are simply words with similar meanings. Okay? So let's try to understand it better. Okay, so here we have a few examples. For example, let's start with here begin. Now begin is a word whose synonyms could be start, open, launch, initiate, commence, inaugurate, or originate. All these words, they mean the same as begin. They can be used interchangeably, which means instead of begin, you can either say initiate or inaugurate or launch. All right, all these mean the same. Then next word big. It sees so many synonyms. Try to incorporate as many synonyms as possible. Enormous, huge, immense, gigantic, vast, colossal, gargantuan, large, sizable, grand, great, tall, substantial, mammoth, astronomical, ample, broad, expansive, spacious, stout, tremendous, titanic, mountainous, brave. Another word, calling someone brave. Instead of that, we could call someone courageous or fearless or dauntless, intrepid, plucky, daring, heroic, valorous, audacious, bold, gallant, valiant, doughty, mettlesome. See, so many words. Now imagine if instead of these simple adjectives like brave, you use the words say like daring or dauntless. Now it shows to the person in front of you, whether you are writing or you are speaking. It shows to the person in front of you that what good vocabulary and what great hold over the language you have. Alright, gives a really good impression. Other words like break could be called as fracture, rupture, shatter, smash, wreck, crash, demolish, atomize. And another word here we have bright. It is synonymous to shining, shiny, gleaming, brilliant, sparkling, shimmering, radiant, vivid, colorful, lustrous, luminous, incandescent, intelligent, knowing, quick-witted, smart, intellectual. See, could be so many of them. Okay, this is all for this slides examples. Let's move on. I hope you have understood the basic meaning. Okay, so here we have fat, and this is synonymous to stout, corpulent, fleshy, beefy, paunchy, plump, full, rotund, tubby, pudgy, chubby, chunky, pearly, bulky, elephantine. And fear. The next word is fear. This could be synonymous to here fright, dread, terror, alarm, dismay, anxiety, scare, awe, horror, panic, apprehension. Right. Other word is fly, and this is synonymous to words like soar, hover, flit, wing, flee, waft, glide, coast, skim, sail, cruise. Alright, then there are a few more like funny. It is the same as humorous, amusing, droll, comic, comical, laughable, silly. Another verb which is get. So we have a few more synonymous verbs like acquire, obtain, secure, procure, gain, fetch, find, score, accumulate, win, earn, rep, catch, net, bag, derive, collect, gather, clean, glean, pick up, accept, come by, regain, or salvage. Instead of go, what words can you use? Recede, depart, fade, disappear, move, travel, proceed. Alright, I hope you have understood these words and how one simple word, see fat, one simple word, funny, can be synonymous to so many words which you use instead of our common words like fat or fear or fly. It is going to give a very good impression, and even you will feel more confident that while everybody is using the same old words, you are using new vocabulary and adding new word meanings and synonyms. All right, let's move on. All right, we have a few more synonyms. Let's see. So scared, we can say a person is either afraid or maybe frightened or alarmed or terrified or panicked, maybe fearful, unnerved, insecure, feeling timid or feeling shy, feeling a little bit of skittish, jumpy, maybe feeling disquieted or worried about something, they're vexed or troubled or feeling disturbed or horrified, terrorized and shocked and petrified and haunted, timorous, shrinking and tremulous and stupefied, paralyzed with fear. We also use these terms, stunned and apprehensive. Another word, very common word, show, to show something. Instead of that, we can also say displaying something, exhibiting it, or presenting it, or note this, or pointing to, or indicate, or explain, or reveal, or prove, demonstrate something, expose something. Another word we have slow. Slow, you can say unhurried, gradual, leisurely, late, behind, tedious, and slack. The word stop, cease, halt, stay, pause, discontinue, conclude, or end this, or finish this, or quit this. Alright, see so many synonyms we've seen. Right. So now we have learned what synonyms are. Now the time is to play the quiz. अगर आपको लगता है you are not clear, you can rewind the video, watch it again. Alright, so for the quiz, what we will be doing is, now every question you will be given 1 minute. 1 minute means 60 seconds. Why am I giving you 1 minute? Because you see, your question paper of IEO, it has about 50 questions, and so you can imagine that you get more or less a minute to answer the questions. Now this 1 minute is the maximum that you should be taking for answering the question. Now suppose there could be two, three categories of students. First category is, suppose you answer the question within that 1 minute. So I would request you to fast forward the video and skip right to the answer. You should not be wasting your time. Alright. Now the other students who are not able to answer the question in 1 minute, what you do, you don't skip to the answer. You pause the video and you write down your answer. Alright, it is very important to answer each and every question because there is no negative marking. Here you see, for every incorrect answer, no points, because there is no negative marking in IEO, so it is important that you attempt all the questions. Now for a question of which you are not sure about the answer, now even here and even in the exam, if you are not sure about the answer and you maybe think that B option might be correct or C option might be correct, so you should in that case play your luck and play your mind and make a guess and still give an answer, because it is a win-win situation. Either you will get the marks for that question or you will get a 0, right? But if you don't attempt that question at all, then you are anyway getting a 0 in that, right? So it is good to attempt those questions, and even if you don't know all the answers, try to understand and take a guess. Okay, so this is for every correct answer 10 points. This is just for your own little game where you can try to maintain a notepad. So here you write the name of the chapter and then the question, and then if it is correct you can give yourself 10 points. If it is not correct, you mark it here. So it is important to see these questions, the ones which you mark incorrect. It is important to go back to them later and then see where you did the mistake. Alright, this is just for your reference. For every correct answer you can give yourself 10 points. Alright, now let's start. Alright, so here what do we have to do? We have to choose the correct synonym of the given word. Let's start. The word is abundant and the options are A, poor, B, scarce, C, plentiful, D, rare. Here we have to choose the synonym, which means the word which means the same. Here what means the same is plentiful. Plentiful is the synonym. And the other words which are here poor, it means the opposite. Which abundant means something that you have a lot. Plentiful again means the same thing. But these other words, poor, can be called an antonym, the opposite of the word, which means they lack something. Scarce again, lacking something. Rare again can be called an antonym. Alright. And these are antonyms. So poor, scarce and rare, although they are antonyms of abundant and plentiful, but they are synonyms of each other. That's how the cycle goes. An antonym of the two antonyms, the same word, are synonyms of each other. Alright, so poor, scarce, rare, they are synonymous to each other. This will probably be the similar observation we will be making in all other questions. Let's see more of them. Alright, the next word says adhere. The options are A, forget, B, overlook, C, follow, D, release. Now here, adhere, synonym is C, follow. Adhere, follow means being obedient and following the rules. So that's what they mean. The other ones could be C, A, forget. Now forget, kuch cheez bhul jana, not remembering it. It can be called an antonym of the same. And overlook, not paying attention and overlooking something, again can be called an antonym. Release, which means not following it, and release in the sense letting it go. Okay, so here the answer is C, follow, synonym of adhere. Alright, so here the word is abrupt. The options are A, sudden, B, calm, C, gradual, and D, nice. Here the synonym, the word which means the same as abrupt, is A, sudden. Something that happens suddenly, abruptly, without any notice. Okay, that shocks you by happening suddenly. That is abrupt and sudden. Other words like calm, this can be an antonym. Gradual again can be an antonym. Okay, nice means good. We know what it means. All right. Here the answer is A, sudden. Alright, here you see the word is blunder. The options are A, fix, B, lapse, C, care, D, perfection. Here the answer is the word which means the same. Okay, here the answer is B, lapse. Means making some sort of a problem or making a mistake. Alright, that's what blunder, and certain lapse in the sense certain mistake in doing some activity or something. That is a lapse. Alright, the other words like fix, care, perfection, these can be called the antonyms, and they are synonyms of each other. Fix, care, perfection, perfection, doing something absolutely, nicely, with properly, okay, without any problems and without any flaws. So here the next one is civil. Options are A, boorish, B, rude, C, rough, D, affable. Now here the synonym, the word which means the same is affable. Affable means someone who's friendly and well-mannered. That is affable, and civil also means the same thing. The other words are like boorish, rude, rough, rude, someone who's not ill, not well-mannered, someone who talks very rudely to you, okay, not in a good manner, not respectfully. Again, boorish and rough can be called the antonyms of the same. All right. Okay, so the next word is collaborate. Collaborate, the options are A, part, B. Disagree, C. Action, or D. Co-act. Now collaborate means the same as D. Co-act, which means people working together. Alright, so this is the synonym. The other words like part, which means parting ways in the sense that not agreeing on the same thing. Again, disagree could be an antonym, not agreeing on the same thing. Action cannot really be called an antonym, it's just another word given to confuse you. But yeah, part and action, part and disagree can be the antonyms of, it can be antonyms of collaborate and co-act. All right. Okay, so here the word is exclude. The options are keep, B. Open, C. Forbid, or D. Help. Now, here the word which means the same as exclude is C. Forbid, which means forbid means saying no to something. For example, if your parents have told you not to go out of the house post 7 p.m., they have forbidden you from going out after 7 p.m., which means not allowing something. Again, exclude, which means not making something a part of and not including it. Okay, and these are the synonyms. The other words here, keep, which means keeping something with you, putting it with you, putting it somewhere. It can be called an antonym. Here, open, forbid and open can be antonyms. Again, exclude and help, these it can also be called an antonym. All right. All right, here the next word is generate. Now the options are A. Fail, B. Halt, C. Develop, D. Kill. The correct answer, the synonym of generate is here, C. Develop. Generate means producing something, making something, giving birth to something, generating it, like generate electricity, producing electricity. Develop again, creating it. So synonym. The other ones, fail, failing in something, not making it, not being able to make it happen. Halt, stopping, can be an antonym. Kill, ending someone's life, killed it, and putting an end to it. So these would be antonyms of generate and develop. All right. Alright, so here the word is provoke. The options are A. Hinder, B. Incite, C. Lose, D. Prevent. The correct answer to provoke is B. Incite. Okay. Now the synonym is be incite. Provoke means compelling someone something to make it happen. Incite again the same meaning. Hinder, however, means putting a problem to something or creating a problem for something to happen. Then the other word lose. Lose also means say losing something means letting go of something. Alright, the other word prevent. Prevent again, stopping something from happening, putting a problem between the action of something. Alright, let's move on. Right here, the next word is extent. The options are A. Dead, B. Extant, C. Living, D. Existing. Now here, the correct answer is A. Dead. Extinct. If you have read, extinct animals refer to those animals who who are not here anymore and who have vanished from the earth, like whose species have completely vanished from earth and they are no more. Right, that is extinct. The other words like extant, it means someone who is surviving, living and existing. All of them mean the same thing and they are antonyms of extinct and dead. Okay. Word is immense and the options are A. Finite, B. Enormous, C. Tiny, D. Ending. Now here the options are, here the correct answer is B. Enormous. Immense means something greatly is referring to something enormous, like this is of immense importance to me, means this is of great importance to me. Alright, enormous again means huge. Other words, finite means limited, can be an antonym. Tiny, something small. Ending, the ending of something, something which has come to an end, something which has finished. All right. The next word is inept. The options here are A, able, B, skilled, C, awkward, D, competent. Now here the correct answer, the word synonymous to inept is, just a minute, let me get my highlighter. Yes. Now where is it? Yes. It is awkward. Someone who is not confident and not completely skilled, that is inept. Someone inappropriate and not completely capable. Awkward again can be said to mean the same. Awkward, someone who's nervous and otherwise. All right. The other words, able can be called an antonym, skill can also be called an antonym, and competent can also be called an antonym. Skilled, the one who has a lot of skills and is able for the job. Competent, one who is able to compete with the competition, who has good enough skills. All right. Okay, so the next word is hoax. Now let's see the options. A, honest, B, candid, C, true, or D, bluff. Here the correct answer is D, bluff, which means it is the synonym of hoax. Hoax means something deceptive, means something that is made to trick you. Right, bluff again, some sort of deceptive activity or exercise. All right. The other words, honest can be an antonym because it means speaking the truth. Then candid again, honest depiction, candid depiction कहते हैं उसे. True again, an antonym. All right. Okay, so the next word is cordial. Cordial, the options are friendly, B, hostile, C, aloof, or D, cold. Okay, here the correct answer is, the word which is synonymous to cordial is A, friendly. Alright, now as you can see, it means someone who's friendly, good nature, talks to you nicely, has a well behaved mannerisms, and takes interest in talking to people. Cordial and friendly, talks to people respectfully in a friendly manner. Other words like hostile, aloof, cold, all of them are, these three are what? They are synonyms of each other, and all these mean someone who is not friendly, someone who's distant and
doesn't talk in a nice manner to people and maybe answers in a rude manner. All right, these are antonyms of cordial and friendly, but synonyms of each other. Okay. So the next word is loath, and the options are A, allow, B, like, C, hate, D, adore. This one's pretty easy. The synonym of loath is hate. You loathe someone, you hate someone, or you hate something, loathe something, just disliking it. Okay. The other words, allow, like, and adore, they mean the same. They are the opposite of loathe and hate. They means liking something or adoring something, having a good feeling towards something or someone. All right. These are synonyms of each other and the antonyms of loathe and hate. All right. Okay, so here these are the HOTS questions. These are the part of the Achievers section where these questions are 3 marks of each. You get 5 questions like these in your paper, and the total are of 15 marks. They are very important. Pay attention. The word is hazardous. The options are A, stable, B, sure, B, difficult, C, sure, D, secure. Now here the correct answer, the synonym is difficult. Okay. Hazardous means now to tell you the exact definition, hazardous means something that might cause injury, that is hazardous to health. For example, on packets of cigarettes it is written it is hazardous to your health, and in packets of tobacco it is written. And for example, some electrical equipments and elaborate machine that's written handle with care, because they might prove to be hazardous, right? Now that's why its synonym can be called as difficult, because these hazardous equipments, they're difficult to handle. The synonym could be difficult. The other words like stable can be an antonym. Something going smoothly, sure again, easy and smooth, secure, the opposite of hazardous. All right. next word is reinforce. The options are A. Lessen, B. Reduce, C. Emphasize, or D. Hinder. Now here the correct answer, which means the synonym, is emphasize. Reinforce means focusing on something, like suppose you've made 10 points in favor of something, but you are saying some point again and telling someone that I would like to reinforce on this point, which means something that you are trying to pay extra attention on. Alright, that you want someone to focus on more, that is reinforcing. Similar is the meaning of emphasize, and you emphasize on something that is of importance to you. So these are synonyms. The other words like lessen can be the antonym of it, which means reducing something, reduce again, an antonym. Hindering, causing a problem in the middle of something, these can be antonyms. So these three words, they are antonyms of reinforce and emphasize, but they are synonyms of each other. All right. Now the next word we have is propel. The options are A. Pull, B. Hold, C. Push, D. Repress. Here the correct answer is, the synonym of propel is push. Alright, means focusing on something and reinstating that point and focusing, putting greater force on it and making it more important. So propel, push. The other words like pull or hold or repress, they are the antonyms. Alright. This was the last question in this class. Now that's all for synonyms. I hope you have understood what synonyms are, and I also hope you have understood the questions that we have discussed. Alright. That's all for our class on synonyms. I hope you have understood what synonyms really are. If you made any mistakes in the questions of synonyms, if you weren't able to recognize the correct one or something else, just make sure you note down those words, the correct synonym or antonym, whatever we discussed, and revise them later, so it can help you in your preparation. Alright, I will see you the next time. Thank you for watching.